Alright, got a question here from Mike Lodato on Facebook. Mike runs the Sega CD Universe channel, which is very cool. Mike wants to know what some of my favorite FMV games are. And this is kind of a hard question to answer, because it's really hard to choose a favorite amongst so many really terrible games. I guess one would be an obvious answer is Night Trap for the Sega CD or the 3DO or whatever else it might have appeared on. Night Trap, one of those like so bad it's good kind of games. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as that. I would say it's just bad, but it's also funny, and for that reason it's worth playing just to get a laugh out of, you know, what they passed off as a video game and what got so many people's panties in a bunch in the US Senate, because this is really tame by comparison to horror movies that were coming out at the time. So yeah, Night Trap, not what I would call a good game, but one that I like on a certain level just because of how, you know, stupid and shitty it is. One other FMV game that I can say that I actually like, and unfortunately I don't have a copy of it here with me, it's a game on the 3DO called Twisted. And Twisted is a game really meant to be played with friends. It's a game show game, so it's trivia and mini games, and it's actually pretty fun. The comedy in it, whether intentional or unintentional, is typically pretty funny. The jokes are actually kind of funny jokes, and then even when they're not intending to be joking, just the way the actors that they got for this game present themselves and them characters is pretty funny. So Twisted on the 3DO is an FMV game that I actually like, and that's about it. Mike also wanted to know if there are any good exclusive Sega CD games to Japan. Really, the only one that springs to my mind right now is this one called Illusion City. Illusion City was, I think, also released on the FM Towns Marty, and I think the MSX, or I don't know, it was released on a few different consoles. Essentially what it is, the style of it is very much like a Snatcher or something. It borrows heavily from Western sci-fi, like you know, Blade Runner or Terminator, what have you. But the gameplay is more of like a kind of just an old school RPG. I want to say very much like Phantasy Star. It has a lot of similarities to Phantasy Star, specifically like Phantasy Star 2 and 3, I guess. So yeah, Illusion City is a pretty good Japanese exclusive for the Mega CD. Mike, you want to check that out? And thank you, Mike from Sega CD Universe, for your question.